What's up, guys? I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I got for Black Friday. It's out of the packaging. I couldn't really wait, so get started here with some of the baits that I got. Ended up getting 3 chatterbaits. They're all 3 Z-Man, the original Z-Man chatterbaits. First one is green pumpkin purple. It's a 3/8 ounce, and the other 2 are the same. They are perch colored, 1/2 ounce. Finally got a rod where I can throw these 1/2 ounce chatterbaits. Decided to pick up a couple, and I got 11 total jigs. Most of them's gonna be Strike King. The first one's gonna be a Strike King Pro Jig. It's a PB&J color, 3/8 ounce. Has a nice rattle on it. So a pretty thick weed guard. And the second one I got is going to be another Strike King Pro Jig. This is green pumpkin flake. It's a 1/2 ounce. Again, has a rattle on it. Sounds like a different type of rattle almost. Maybe I was just holding it different. And the third one I have is going to be a Strike King Tour Grade Swim Jig. It's going to be a bluegill color, 3/8 ounce. Next one is going to be another Strike King Tour Grade. It's going to be a football jig though. It's a green pumpkin crawl in the 3/8 ounce. Let's see, I get a lot of green pumpkin and bluegill colored. Next one, we're going to have another Strike King Tour Grade football jig. This is going to be a 1/2 ounce though, in the PB&J color. Next one's going to be a Terminator Pro Jig, blue pumpkin, and this is a 3/8 ounce. Some nice little blue accents there that look like a little bluegill. Pretty stout hook. Nice jig head that looks like it come through most stuff pretty good. And next one's gonna be a Strike King Bug Jig Pumpkin. It's gonna be a 1/4 ounce. Smaller hook, lighter wire hook. The lighter weed guard for sure. Got some sparkles on the jig head. Next one's going to be a Strike King Tour Grade Finesse football jig. Green pumpkin crawl, 3/8 ounce. You see it has the different cutting above the football jig head. And my cats are fighting in the background. And next one's going to be another Terminator Pro Jig. This is a pumpkin brown black, 3/8 ounce. I mean, they got nice heads on them. They should come through cover and grass pretty good. And the last two I got are Bass Patrol football jigs, brown rubber color. Got one 3/8 ounce. The football jig head on them. And here's the 1/2 ounce. Cats are going at it in the background. And it takes care of it for the jigs. I should have plenty of jigs. I shouldn't be afraid to really lose any this year. Normally, usually first 2 years of my fishing, I'd only have maybe 3 or 4 jigs, and I was too afraid to throw them from the bank and in certain situations because I didn't really want to lose one of them because I didn't have too many. So now I got probably about 15 of them. I won't be so hesitant to throw them. If I lose one, I lose one. I only paid $2, $3 for most of them. So I have some fun throwing some jigs this year for sure. So next we have my frogs. I have a Lunker Hunt Realistic Popping Frog. Weighs in at a 1/2 ounce. The hooks on these are already adjusted upwards, so you don't have to do it yourself. So I know a lot of people like to make that adjustment. Not really sure what color they are. I really prefer the ones with these legs on them. And I have a regular one. It's also a 1/2 ounce. Again, all the Lunker Hunt frogs, they have the hooks pointed upwards already. So it gives you a little bit better hookup ratio. I tried using these in the river for smallmouth, and they just seemed a little bit too big for them to get good hookups. Smallmouth were definitely hitting at them. It's just it was hard to get the hookup. So I ended up getting this pocket-sized Lunker Hunt frog, which weighs a 1/4 ounce, and that seemed to be a lot better. Even the rock bass was hooking up on this. That weighs a 1/4 ounce. Next I have a Megabass Dark Sleeper. It's a Hannah Hayes color. It's a 1/2 ounce, 3-inch. And these are bottom baits swimming along the bottom. And the cool thing about these is they have these fins that cover the hookup. I've seen a lot of things about these, and I ended up getting this because Tactical Bassin recommended it in one of their buyer guide videos. Can't wait to throw that. It looks like a pretty awesome bait. Love the way the hook's hidden in there. And at a 1/2 ounce, got some weight in there to keep it on the bottom, and you just drag it along the bottom. Next I have a spinnerbait, Strike King Tour Spin, Chartreuse Sexy Shad. It's a double willow bladed. It's painted, 1/2 ounce. And the painted willow blades are really nice on this. Missing an eye already. Not sure how the eye fell off. You can see that's what it's supposed to look like. That's a little disappointing. And caught my first pike on one of these earlier this year, so I got another one. This is a Strike King KVD Finesse spinnerbait. This is, I believe, a 1/2 ounce size. Next, I have a Blue Fox Flash Spinner Inline spinner. Should be pretty cool for smaller fish. Dives down to about 4 or 5 foot range. And the next underspin is another one I got because of a Tactical Bassin recommendation. It's a Cool Baits lure company. It's called the Down Under Underspin. Put a little Kitech swim bait or something on there. Got 3D eyes on it. Bait keeper. And this is a 3/16 ounce with a 1/0 hook on it. You can get them in different sizes though. So these are my hard baits. I didn't really throw too many hard baits this year. My first year I did. I threw some cheap Ozark Trail ones and caught most of my fish that way. This year I basically threw a lot of plastic worms. But now I got a dedicated crankbait rod and a bunch of new lures, so we can get back to throwing this a little bit more. Didn't have any jerk baits before. Now I got some jerk baits to throw. I'm really looking forward to throwing this Rapala. Finally got a deep crankbait rod. I can throw this deep crankbaits. There's DT4 and DT6. And I'm really gonna like throwing that. And I got a handful of jerk baits now that I can throw. I'm looking forward to this year. I got a bunch of new toys to play with. Bunch of new fish catchers. And you see I went with a lot of bluegill and perch pattern this year. Fire Tiger, 1/4 ounce square bill, dives 0 to 2 feet. It's a Strike King 1XS, I believe. Rapala DT4, live bluegill color, dives to 4 foot. DT6 dives to 6 foot. This is the regular bluegill color. Rapala Shadow Wrap jerkbait, slow sinking. I believe that's the perch color. Yo-zuri jerkbait. I believe that's another perch pattern. And I got 2 Lunker hunts, 0 to 6 foot jerkbaits. Strong loose rattles in these. Again, another perch pattern color. This one I'm not sure the color pattern of. And we got a long bomber A here. Really slick filling. 3 hooks on it. And we got a KVD 2.5 square bill, blackback chartreuse. Strike King 5XD, dives a 15 foot. This is Chartreuse Sexy Shad, I believe. And a Strike King 6XD, dives a 20 foot. This is a green gizzard shad. Let's move on to a little bit of plastic that I got. Let's see. I got this because of tactical bassing also. This is Dry Creek tubes, hand dip tubes, extra soft, tons of salt. It's a 3.5 inch full body double tubes, red hot crawl color. Comes 7 in a pack. Got some big bite baits, 4-inch crawls, Carolina pumpkin color. These things have lots of little appendages on them that should flap all over the place. Comes 10 a pack. It's a pretty good deal for the price. And these things are pretty cool right here. These Z-Man Trd Bugs. This is green pumpkin orange color. These are really cool Ned rig baits. I'm probably definitely gonna have to get some more of these. Come with 6 per pack. They're 2 3/4 inch long. Next, I got these for some for the drop shot. This is the drop call dill pickle color. These come in 15 per pack, and they're pretty cheap too. Skinny body, and then they got little crawl appendages at the end. Should be pretty good finesse baits for a drop shot. And last but not least, some Swing Impact Fat Kitex 3.3 inch smallmouth magic color. Comes 7 per pack. You can use these by themselves on a jig head or as a trailer. And of course you get stickers with your Tackle Warehouse order, and I also have a shirt that's not pictured. Didn't really get too much terminal tackle. I got some owner finesse hooks that was recommended by Tactical Bassing. I got 2 different types of Ned rig Z-Man jig heads. I believe one's 1/5 ounce and the other's a 1/6 ounce. It has a weed guard on it. Both are green pumpkin color. I have some 50-pound Power Pro. Some, I believe it's 12-pound Trilene Sensation. Some 8-pound yo-zuri hybrid. Now this is 600 yards, and it was like $8 or something for 600 yards. That's really good line for cheap. It's a mix between fluorocarbon and nylon. Also had to get some cork seal. There's as many rods as I've got. Got a Yum Wacky Rig tool. I've just been doing it by hand, but this should make it a little bit easier. Of course, some reel covers. Got 2 Shimano reel covers and 5 Tackle Warehouse covers. Now, comparing the two, this is a lot more like stiffer. This seems more softer. This might have a little bit more padding and protection, perhaps. So I might actually go with the Tackle Warehouse ones over the Shimano covers, even though these were more expensive, just because they say Shimano on them. And I also got 2 spinning reel covers. I really don't like these things, but I imagine they're pretty much no different than any other brand. Huge. And I also got seven rod sleeves. I believe 5 are Tackle Warehouse, 2 are from another brand. And then I got 2 spinning rod sleeves from Tackle Warehouse. Definitely got to protect your rods.